Hi, I am Ayrton Jr. from Manaus in Amazon, Brazil, and I'll be teaching about frequency, one of the sound parameters for the course of Introduction to Music Production at Coursera.org. Frequency is not amplitude. You can have a strong sound with a different pitch of frequency. Frequency is more known as a pitch. You can have a high pitch like but it can be strong or weak. This is the volume of the amplitude. So it is different for frequency. Frequency is more like the tone we give the note, and not the amplitude, not the volume. Our ear is capable to hear frequencies around 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz, or 20 kHz as is known. Children can hear around 20,000 Hz, but as we grow older, we lose this ability to hear high pitch. We only hear around 18 Hz, but it's very variable. But females can hear more high pitch than males. Our ear, as it gets to a certain point in high or low frequencies, it fades out, diminishes gradually, and it has a certain clarity. We hear more clearly in the middle point of our ear range, like it is equalized itself. It is like it has some kind of curve that we can visualize in a map, in some kind of gears that we buy for do music or listen to music. Like I said, when we buy a device or a gear for our home studio, we see in the product box or manual the frequency response curve. That is how this device will influence in our home studio, singing or listening it. The timbre will gonna change, and how it's gonna change. Our ear is equalized as the device is equalized in some kind of different timbre, and that is the frequency response curve. Some kind of products reach more than 20 kHz. What it will influence in our listening to music? It will gain more color, a different timbre, a best quality of timbre, and the music will be more brighter and more beautiful in that certain high pitch. So it's that the reason as we pay more, because we pay more in certain kind of products, and it will difference the timbre, more cheaper kind of timbre. It's I can say that. Our human body interprets the frequency with the sound coming to our ear cochlea, and it converts the sound to our mind. So it's just like we hear the sound and interpret it. The frequency is measured in hertz. 1 hertz is 1 vibration per second. So when 20 hertz vibrates 20 times per second, it's a very low frequency, and 20,000 hertz vibrates 20,000 per second, it's a very high pitch. We can manipulate the frequency in computer devices with some kind of plugins like equalizers and collection of filters. It's just like we can manipulate the timbre. Every instrument has a kind of timbre. It has a multiple collection of frequencies. It's called harmonics and overtones. And this is how I know about frequencies. I hope you enjoy and learn a lot with this video.